Well, as promised, this is a presentation of the last project of my internship at IMG. It covers four different topics, so that's why I called it What's Going On Out There. The four topics covered are car sponsorships in the United States and what we can learn from them, media content, and that means ways of filling out the internet space, activations around car sponsorships, and other topics. Car sponsorships in the United States, and we start with Volkswagen and the MLS. We have to first to say that all these deals between car companies and sporting leagues are very similar. What we can learn about Volkswagen and the MLS is that they own, as part of their league deal and their team deal with the DC United, they own the garage, which is a section of RFK Stadium in which Volkswagen hosts their hospitality activities. They have a permanent vehicle showroom and space for 1,000 visitors. Volkswagen is also very present and very active in the international sections of the MLS site. It's also something very interesting. And they carry activations aimed for international demographics, specifically in this case for Hispanics, through programs such as MLS Futbolito and Sueño MLS. Um, Honda and the NHL is another car sponsorship to a league in the United States. American Honda Motor Company and Honda Canada have entered in 2008 into a 3-year league with the NHL. They include a sponsorship of NHL television and internet coverage, participation of NHL events in the US and Canada, Face of Rocks, NHL All-Star Weekend are part of the deal. But what we can learn what we can see in the screen right now, this is the Honda Odyssey NHL Special Edition. This is the most luxurious version of the Honda Odyssey, and it's a theme into the NHL, into its name, and it's supposed to be the official car for NHL mothers. Um, I thought it was a cool idea. Chevy and MLB, it's another very interesting sponsorship going on out there. And even if the recession clearly affected GM and their activations, which were discreet in 2009, but Chevrolet has access to pretty much every single thing in baseball, regular season, All-Star Game, playoffs, World Series. We're gonna be talking mostly about the awards and what Chevrolet has been doing with the Roberto Clemente Award, which is presented during the World Series. This is the end of the first video. The second one is gonna be about media content. Media content is the second of the four videos that I'm showing. First things first, the main concepts. Web syndication is a form of sharing website material to other sites. Podcast is a series of digital media files released episodically and downloaded through web syndication. Podcasts aim to make web feeds available to users as soon as they come because they are downloaded most often automatically. And they provide users interested in a certain topic with a show, a specialized show on it. It can be easily transmitted into other platforms, linked to social media, etc. It's very popular in the US. 27 million people have downloaded podcasts, and according to independent research and ESPN, 65% of users who regularly download podcasts are sports fans. According to USA Today, sports-related podcasts are the most downloaded podcasts in the United States. The AT&T and Williams podcast has been going on since 2008. AT&T and Williams have been allied since 2007, but their podcast only started on the second season of their deal. It's very visible in Facebook and Twitter, not very much in MySpace. But it's the podcast of AT&T and Williams is a weekly podcast of 90 minutes of duration, and it has 1 minute and 25 seconds of publicity of to AT&T. This can be seen little, but it has been super effective. You have the URL there in case you want to see more of this. The webisodes, in this case we have one from Volkswagen and the MLS. It's another way of filling media content. This is, for example, one that it was done by Volkswagen in 2008 in Road to the MLS Cup. Was This is a typical MLS mom that is driving to Los Angeles with some MLS players. It's a short episode, usually aired in internet television, but as I said, it's very easily shared among other platforms. And this was a success in YouTube, believe it or not. And it was a good way of showing the car and the sport together. Um, Microsites. This is this is a summary of the microsite of todosforrafa.com. You can see here Rafael Nadal swinging a racket, and users can get to upload their videos of them, swinging a racket, as you can see here. And it's a microsite that leads users to a Kia site in Spain and gives them access to sweepstakes, etc. It's very interesting to analyze what the Kia and Rafael Nadal has been doing together. They've been together now for 9 years, and it's an interesting thing to see. Online games is another way of filling out the media space, the internet space. This is a game of Chevy Cobalt. It kind of sucks, this game, so you have to be careful, but it can be cost effective. There is more information of developers in this slide. And well, this is a score chart. This is what I was saying about how Volkswagen has leveraged very well their MLS sponsorship and how they are present in the international sections of the MLS site. Um, Something similar can be done by Kia. I don't know. And finally, ESPN, and it's important to keep an eye on the sports giant. Their podcasts have become niche among sports users. The most downloaded podcast in the world is the one by Buster Only, and this is something that you just want to be keep focused and have perhaps some media buys around. The third video is gonna be activations around car sponsorships, but that's done in a minute. Activations around car sponsorships is the third video of the series. Awards from brand awareness, grassroots programs for brand integration, and environmentally friendly campaigns for brand perception are part of this presentation. First, we're going to be talking about Roberto Clemente Award presented by Chevy in Major League Baseball. This year, the trophy was awarded to Derek Jeter. The Roberto Clemente Award is given to the player not only that is better in the field but outside the field as well. The better player, the better exemplifies the game of baseball, quoting Bud Selig. Um, as I said, this year was won by Derek Jeter, and the award was given to him before Game 2. The activation was at Yankee Stadium with Roberto Clemente's wife, son, and Chevrolet employees. This year the activation was more discreet. Chevrolet used to give out a vehicle as part of their sponsorship, not anymore. But associating the brand with not only the best player on the field but outside of it, it gives the fans a better perception of the brand and what the car company is doing with the sponsorship. Brand awareness is guaranteed also when the award is given during the most visible part of the season is happening and not after. So presenting an award during the season or if it happens during the finals is better than presenting an award after the season is over. Um, the Footballers Clubhouse, presented by Volkswagen and the MLS, is an example of grassroots programs that work all around the US. The Footballers Clubhouse is a 19-city mobile marketing tool showcasing Volkswagen product family around youth soccer tournaments across the US. See, you have the kids here and everything promoted and sponsored by Volkswagen. This is a video of what they do. Um, See, the uniforms are sponsored by Volkswagen, and it's a fun thing to do, mostly for kids under 12. MLS Futbolito and MLS Sueño are the Hispanic activations are part of this program that are carried on by Volkswagen aiming the Hispanic demographics. The Footballers Juniors Masters is the high-end version of the Footballers Clubhouse, and it sits of these 19 tournaments. lead up to a to a league that whose champion is gonna go and represent the U.S. in a world tournament presented by Volkswagen. This is under 12 youth soccer, and in this video we can see the players talking about their experiences on international soccer, and we see how the brand of Volkswagen and the is integrated along with the players talking, and it's an idea that can be done, and something that the MLS has been doing in the TAPL and can learn from. Um, the environmental friendly campaign. This is a Chevy Green Carpet. This was an activation carried out in the 2008 All-Star Game. The Red Carpet Parade, Green Carpet Parade was promoted by Chevy, and it was an environmental friendly carpet in which there was a parade around 58th Street in New York City, as you will see. And you can see that the Chevy vehicles are all over the place. The players and legends got to ride the vehicles and parade and salute people, as you see in this video. And it's an interesting way of associating the brand and increasing brand awareness. That's really a policy over there. Um, the last topic, the last presentation of this video is gonna be others, so we're gonna see it in a little bit.